Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is blueberry cinnamon crumble, and I'm going to have that with some French vanilla creamer that I want to use up. There's just a little bit of that left, and it's cold out there today. It's only 19 degrees, and it's sunny, but it's going up to 39. I don't know if that will melt much of the snow because we still have snow on the ground. So it can go away anytime now. But I actually woke up this morning at 7:30 and it was light out, which kind of surprised me. I was up late. Usually I wake up around 6. But I was up late last night because I was talking to my son. He usually calls me on Sundays, and we have some nice conversations. And then after that, I started watching the newer season of The Blacklist. Well, I didn't start watching it. I've been watching it. And I like to find shows that I can sort of binge watch one after the other. That way you don't forget what went on the previous week. So I've been watching The Blacklist now for 10 seasons, and it's still a good show. It's with James Spader. He looks very much different from how he looked when he was a young man. But don't we all? We all look different as we age. Well, some people more so than others. So today, since my handyman did not come yesterday, he ended up texting me in the evening, and he's picking up the supplies for the shelving in the garage. So he's supposed to be coming today. So we'll see. I don't know where the day will take me. I'm probably going to fool around with my fireplace a little bit more. I have to paint some of the tiles black so they all match. And then I have to glue the tiles on. So that'll keep me busy for a couple of days. And then I have to do some cleaning. Straightening up and cleaning. I kind of tore a bunch of things out of a chest I had in my bedroom, looking to see if I had any curtains that I can use up there. When I get the windows, I want to change the curtains out. So I have to clean that up too. Always something. Boy, I make more work for myself. Do you guys do that, or do you have everything pretty well settled? All right, let's give this coffee a try. Cheers. That's pretty good with the French vanilla. Vanilla is actually one of my favorite flavors. I personally don't like chocolate ice cream, even though I do like chocolate. I don't like chocolate ice cream. I don't know why. So vanilla, anything with vanilla is pretty much my favorite. So, okay, I'm going to enjoy my coffee, and I will meet you at the budget book. Right, here we are back at the budget with Fix It Up February. So I've been buying things for my home, things I want to sort of zhuzh up a little bit, things I want to change around. It's time. It's, been 20 years since I live in this house, so, and with having 3 dogs, you have to change things out once in a while because even if you try and keep things clean, sometimes they get a little smelly. So that's what I've been doing. And so I've been trying to keep it to just what I need. I'm not getting a whole lot of things that I want. Well, let me back up. I am getting things that I want too. But I'm getting a lot of things that I need. Like I needed a new carpet for the living room because the old one was pretty smelly. I'm not going to throw it out because it's not worn, but I'm going to wait until springtime and pressure wash it outside and then keep that maybe as a spare, and I can maybe switch them out and just keep them clean that way. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but anyway, if nothing else, I can pressure wash it, and if I want to do so, then I can donate it, because it's not broken or ripped or anything like that. It just needs a good cleaning, and it is washable. I could take it to an industrial washer somewhere and wash it, and that's an option too. I might do that. So anyway, I got an Amazon order that I ordered here somewhere, and they totally screwed up that order. I'm thinking ahead till spring, and I want to put up some new screening on my deck, because the screening that I have up there was okay, but it's actually way too big for the deck. It was made for those screen houses, that kind of connect, so they zip together, but they never really fit right. So I got the idea of maybe getting those garage, I got the garage door size, but like the magnetic screens that you can sort of walk through the middle. And so anyway, let me move ahead here. I ended up I wanted 2 single garage door ones and one for a 2-car garage, because that would fit the size of my pergola. So I ended up they totally screwed up the order. I got one for just a regular door, and I got 2 2-car garage ones and no 1-car garage ones. Anyway, so they totally screwed up that order, so I'm going to have to return that. And I did order 2 more single garage door screens. So anyway, yesterday I did that. So I did spend money. So I get an X, and I spent it on Amazon. So I'm going to put a little A there. And then, of course, I've been writing all my receipts down on my February tracker, so I know exactly how much I've spent. And so far this month, on things that I bought, like for the fireplace, I think it cost me maybe $30 altogether. And then for the rest of the house, I spent like between $400 and $500. So that was okay, because I had gotten the extra YouTube money, which was a one-time thing for now anyway. So that covered that cost. And YouTube money is back to basically what it was before. So, but I knew that was going to happen. So YouTube is a nice extra money job, and I really do spend a lot of time making YouTube videos. It usually takes me all day to put a video together, and most of the time I do a daily video. So, but I don't mind, because I like doing it. I think it's fun, and I love communicating with all of you. I consider you my friends, so I enjoy that too. But I try to answer all of your comments, and that's very time-consuming too, but I like that. And it also, when you comment on my videos, it helps my channel grow. YouTube has this algorithm that I can't even imagine exactly how it works, but it likes when a creator gets comments, so it will push them out more on their suggestion page. So I appreciate it very much if you do comment, even just leaving a little emoji or something to say, hi, I was here, is helpful. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I know when I look at my analytics, which I don't do very often, I should probably monitor that more, but a lot of you are not subscribed. And I think, too, YouTube unsubscribes people all the time. So if you could take a look and see if you thought you were subscribed, if you could take a look, and if they've unsubscribed you, if you could subscribe again to the channel. That's also something that's very helpful in their recommending your videos. So I'm very thankful for all of you that always come back, and I know some of you even went out and bought some tiles from your Dollar Tree because I was having such a hard time finding them here, and I thought that was just so sweet, and I thank you very much. So anyway, I'm going to get on with my day here and finish my coffee first, and then I'm going to see what I want in as far as finding something to do a little reading about, because I know a lot of you enjoyed that, and I did too. So, okay, I'll see what's up, and I'll be back. All right, well, here is the stenciling I did. It's very subtle, and I did it in black just to match the tiles. And I didn't want anything real huge. I didn't want to stencil the whole piece there. And then here in this little cubby, I did a couple stencils too. Now I still have to glue on the tiles. And then this morning I've been on the hunt for, I have a lot of mini lights around my mirror. Hello. But I love the way they look at night. I have them lit up every single night. I really enjoy it. But what I want to do is I'm looking for a different garland, something that will go more up the mirror and around and down. So that's what I've been looking for this morning, and I think I'm going to go with fairy lights, but I want something I can plug in. I don't want battery operated, because then you're always changing the batteries. So continuing on with my fireplace decorating. This has become quite the project, but when all is said and done, the whole thing will probably only cost me like $50 or $60 to, to fancy it up a little bit. And then I'll enjoy it. All right, using up the food I have on hand to save money so that I can buy more things to decorate my home in this Fix It Up February month. So I've had these, they're taco shells. I've got these at Dollar Tree a really long time ago. They're not moldy or anything. I've had them in the fridge. So I'm going to have one or two of those. I'm going to bake them till they're very crispy in the air fryer. They're like a flour tortilla that was shaped in a bowl. So I'm going to have that. I have a sweet onion. I have an avocado. I have some red cabbage, a carrot, and these plant-based fish fillets. And those are the ingredients I'm going to use to make my dinner tonight. Plus, I also have some lettuce. I think I might put that in there too. Maybe a tomato. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, these are the things that I want to use up. And so let me put this all together, and I'll show you my dinner for tonight. So if you want to stretch your food, cut it in small pieces, whether that's vegetables or meat or fish or anything. You can stretch it much further rather than one big chunk. So I found a couple more things that I can put into my fish tacos. If you don't have fish, you can use fish sticks if you're a meat eater, or you can use chicken fingers, not chicken fingers, but it doesn't have to be fish. So I found this packet that came with a salad kit, and it's got cheese, so I'll use that later. And it came with some nachos. I'll crumble those up and sprinkle those on top. And then it had this dressing in it. Now, I haven't tasted this. If it's real spicy, I won't use it. But if it's not, then I'll put it on my shredded salad here. I also found some more sprouts that need to go. And I already said the avocado. So cleaning out what's in my refrigerator and using up what's in my freezer to save money. All right, here are my fishless fillets. I bake these until they're crisp. And now I'm going to top them with some lettuce, some of the coleslaw I made. Use whatever dressing you like the best. This is, I used the dressing out of that salad packet. I'm going to put some cheese on it. I'm going to put some of these sprouts and some of these chips. They're kind of taco flavored. And then I'm going to also add some sour cream. Oh, and a little avocado. So let me get these put together, and I'll be back. All right, here is tonight's dinner. I think that looks very cheerful and delicious. I topped it with a little bit of everything but the bagel. So I'll meet you over at the kitchen table, and I'll give it a taste. Sure looks good. Oh, the sun is shining in. I think those look delicious. So getting creative with the food that you have on hand. I mean, this isn't something I planned ahead. It's just food I had in the freezer and refrigerator, and you can make these, like I said, with chicken nuggets. You can use fish sticks. Excuse me, whatever you have on hand. Well, let's give this a try. So, I don't know, I hope it's good. All right, here we go. And I know this is going to be very messy. Very tasty. And very messy. So this is something you can use any kind of dressing with. You can use ranch, coleslaw dressing, you can use Italian dressing, whatever you like. And a piece of meat or a piece of plant-based meat, a few vegetables that you toss together, some sour cream, or you can use yogurt, and some chips. That is really good. Yummy. All right, I'm going to finish this and I'll be back. Well, dinner was very good. It was very filling. I'm not hungry. I won't eat anything the rest of the evening, unless I have a little. I have some those little tiny cinnamon donuts left. I may have a couple of those for dessert with my tea. I'm having Newman's Own elderberry and hibiscus. This is a really good tea. It's fruity, but it's got a good flavor, and I usually put some sort of a syrup in with it. It's very hot because I just took it out of the microwave. So cheers. So today I had another lazy day. And, you know, sometimes you still have that little guy or gal, whatever, in the back of your head that goes, oh, you need to get up and do something. Quit being such a couch potato. But, you know, sometimes as you get older, you embrace couch potato-ness a little more than you did when you were younger. So, but I did get the dishes done, and I fooled around with the fireplace a little bit, took all the tassels off the tiles, so tomorrow I'll probably start painting them and gluing them on. So, just doing little things around the house, but so as far as my dinners go, I've been really cutting back on the food that I've been buying. In fact, I probably spend less on food now than I did a few years ago, because I've learned to, well, you know, I have a stockpile, and it's not like a stockpile that I could eat out of for years. If I stretched it long enough with the flour and everything, I could eat out of it for quite a while. But I had 3 freezers. You guys know this, but for those of you that are new, I had 3 freezers. Well, initially I had 2. I had one in the garage that was a 13 cubic foot, and it was 40 years old, and it finally gave up the ghost. So I had to take a lot of that food over to my mom's house. In fact, most of it, because my kitchen freezer's packed. I always keep my freezer packed. So, but I've pretty much managed to cook all that down at my mom's house. There's still a few things in her freezer, not much though, that I have to bring over. But right now I'm cooking out of mostly my kitchen freezer. So when I get some room in there, I'll bring that stuff over. But anyway, I bought quite a while ago, probably over a year ago, I bought a chest freezer because it was cheap, and it's only a 5 cubic foot. And that's full too, so, but that's good. So what I'm doing now with my food is I'm just replenishing it. I'm no longer building up a food store, because most of what I have, you know, it'll be good for a few years, the canned stuff, and but I don't want a 25-year stash of food. It's kind of hard to stash that much food. Now I'm fortunate enough I have the space, but I just don't want that much food. Plus that, you know, if it's not packaged up right, you have the potential for getting bugs or mice. So anyway, but yeah, I was thinking about that today, and I thought, you know, I spend less on food now than I did years ago. And that's all because I had stocked up on food before the, you know what, hit the fan. So, and the food that I stock up on, even now, is mostly very basic foods. Beans and rice. I mean, I could live on beans and rice for a while. That's not a big deal. I mean, if I absolutely had to, I'd be fine with that. You know, dried lentils, nutritional yeast. That's important for somebody if you're plant-based, because it has a lot of vitamin B in it. Flour. You can always make protein out of flour. You can wash the flour. Yes, that's a thing. There's tons of YouTube videos on here that show you how to wash the flour. And actually, the monks, I don't know if they were Chinese or Indian or an Eastern population, they invented that a very long time ago. So, because a lot of them don't eat meat either, but it's very high in protein. Now, not everybody can eat that because of the gluten in there, but if you can, it's an awesome form of protein along with tofu, and tofu you can freeze that too. So lots and lots of options for protein. And then of course your veggies, if you have a garden, you can dehydrate them, you can can them, you can buy canned veggies. They're still a decent price. Not like they were, but you know, if you had the foresight to buy ahead and just replenish things rather than go ahead and, you know, buy 20 cans of peas or whatever. You know, if you use 2 cans of peas and a can of corn during the week, then you only have to buy 2 cans of peas and a can of corn. So anyway, that's what I've been doing for several years now, and that's why I say I probably spend less on food now than I did before, because before I was building up my pantry, and that's when food was much, much cheaper. So, but it's not too late to start, because I don't see any relief coming anytime soon. So, but we'll have to wait and see, because a lot of this, it's not just here in the States, it's globally. And I could talk for hours on that subject, but I'm not going to, because then I'll get dinged by YouTube. So anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, and I don't buy real expensive food. I don't buy, well, obviously I don't buy meat, but even the vegan meats and things like that can get very expensive. You know, a little tiny tofurkey roast can cost you $20. So that I would make myself, or so anything that's real expensive like that, I'll make myself. Now the fish fillets, they aren't too bad. A package like that, if I eat 2 at a time, that's, I think they run about $7 now. They used to be like $4 or $5. But even with that, that provides me, I think, with at least 3 meals. So really that's not too bad. So some of the things that I buy are not the most expensive things, and that doesn't mean they're any worse than a lot of the things that you pay a lot of money for. Now I do buy, I'll buy a bag of chips and maybe some Fritos or something, because I like salty crunchy things. So every 2 weeks or so I'll buy a bag of those. Now those are ridiculously priced, especially for the nutrient value you get out of them. But so be mindful of the cost of the things that you stock up and that you buy. Still buy things that you like to eat, but you know, forego the real expensive stuff, at least for now. So, all right, well, that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to go be more of a couch potato. I'm going to carry on with that. And I would like to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to share.